Goedendag and welcome to PA Dutch 101. This is video 22 in our series, and I will be dealing with and introducing you to the colors in Pennsylvania Dutch. This is not a grammar-based video, this is a vocabulary building video. If you have not seen the previous 21 videos, I would invite you to watch those first, and then come back and watch this, although this video isn't necessarily one that's building on something we've already talked about, so I guess you could watch it out of order, but I would invite you to watch the other videos first. They're helpful in getting you this far in Pennsylvania Dutch. But let's jump into it. The word for the colors in Pennsylvania Dutch, die Farbe. Die Farbe. Alright. We have our nice artist palette here, and let's talk about die Farbe. And I'm going to list the colors that are most commonly used. I know, being married to an art teacher, I know that there are tons of other colors. But we're just going to deal with, I want you to know, the basic colors, the ones in the rainbow, and maybe one or two other ones. So let's start with the color for red. Rood. 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 Pink. Pinkst. 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 Gray. Grau. Grow. Grow. White. Weiß. 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 Yellow. Geel. 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 Brown. Two pronunciations for this depending on who you talk to. One of them is brau. Brau, brau, and you can also put the N on the end and say brown, brown, brown. Either one works. Same thing works with green. You can pronounce it as gris, 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 or at the end on the end, green, green. Green. Growing up, I grew up with green and brown. So, but depending on where you are, you might hear them without the N's. Blue is blow, blow, blow. Orange, 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 orange. And black, schwarz, schwarz. Schwarz. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah. So, there are the colors that I need you to know, the basic colors. I've also decided that there are other words that we use when talking about colors that would be helpful. So, a couple other useful words when talking about colors. The first one, it's not a bad word. The word for light, not as in the light coming from a lamp or light from the sun, light in color, like light blue, is in Pennsylvania Dutch hell. 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 The opposite, the word for dark, dunkel. 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 Okay? Now, if you want to ask what color something is, we ask this question. Welle farb hot fill in the blank. Now, if this is we're asking it just about one color, this is the singular form. So if we're talking about one color, welle farb hot fill in the blank. We're going to do this in our practice. If there's more than one color being talked about, maybe something has a couple of colors in it, then we would use the plural form. Welle farbe, farbe. So one color, farb. More than one color, farbe. And then it also depends on what you're asking about. If you're asking about more than one object, then we're going to use hen, the plural form of habe. But if it's one object with multiple colors, welle farbe hot, and then the object that you're talking about. Okay? Let's actually use those questions here with Ewing. I'm going to ask you some questions. You tell me the answer. And feel free to pause the video and then come back. Here's your first question. Welke farbe hat die Kasch? Welke farbe hat die Kasch. And I'm telling you that Kasch is the word for a cherry. Pause the video, think about what it would be. You should say, die Kasch is rot. Die Kasch is rot. Normally. Of course, we know there's black cherries and so forth and so on. In that case, you could say dunkelrot, dark red. Okay. Welche Farbe hat die Sonne? Welche Farbe hat die Sonne? Think about it. Don't look directly into it though. Die Sonne ist gel. Die Sonne ist gel. It's yellow, yeah? Die Sonne ist gel. I guess I can also accept die Sonne ist orange. Die Sonne ist orange. Orange oder gel, either one would work. Here's another one. Welche Farbe hat der Himmel? Welche Farbe hat der Himmel? Himmel is the word for sky. So think about that. Der Himmel ist blau. Der Himmel ist blau. Blue. And your last one? Ooh, this is a little one you got to think a little bit more about. Welche Farbe hat die amerikanische Fahne? Welche Farbe hat die amerikanische Fahne? So, amerikanische, American, Fahne, flag. So, welche Farbe hat die amerikanische Fahne? Die hat drei Farben. Die hat drei Farben. Was sind die drei Farben? Die amerikanische Fahne ist rot, weiß und blau. Die amerikanische Fahne ist rot, weiß und blau. I guess you could also say here instead of is, you could say it has. Die amerikanische Fahne hat rot, weiß und blau. But I like this phrase, it is red, white, and blue. Rot, weiß und blau. Okay? That was a quick look at the colors. We covered the major colors you need to know. Hell und dunkel, two words you can use also when talking about colors, light and dark. And also we learned how to ask the question, what color is something, or what colors are in something. So a real quick video today. Get out there, use your colors, walk around your house, look at something and say, okay, what color is that? It's also a good way to build vocabulary because you might look at something and say, I don't know what that is in Pennsylvania Dutch. Look it up in the dictionary, find out what that word is, then go back and say, that is blue, for example, or that is yellow. Okay? Practice your vocabulary, practice your colors. And until bis die nächste Video, mach's gut und schwätz Deutsch.